Welcome to the official Halloween video, where we are going to do two rituals. We are going to talk about Halloween. We are going to take some cards. We are going to have cozy time together. I will post this, if I can, a day before Halloween, so that you guys can be a part of this, so that you guys can see this and get ready for your once in a blue full moon and Halloween's Eve. The Hunter's Moon. Yeah. So I made it dark again because I know that you guys liked it last time we did it, so let's just play around with that again. I took a darker lipstick on. Might look even more dark, but I hope you guys can see. So we're going to do a banish spell that's going to remove everything that's still lingering around you, whatever is blocking you from manifesting. And then I'm going to do a talisman manifestation ritual spell. And for people who don't know what sympathetic magic is, I will link the video up here, because it would be a good idea to watch that video before that you do this ritual. This, like I have spoken about before, is my talisman for manifesting my castle, my home. So I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use green thread because it is the color of abundance. Me and Kiri actually did a ritual with this. It should be on this channel. If I can find it, I will link it up here. So for the burning away the negative and the old, you can do, or you can use black candles, small spell candles, big spell candles, or you can use white, because white is a symbol for all colors. So yes, and as you guys know, I have these like two cute new candle holders, whatever you call it. I also have my accessor light here because it's magical. I will also link the video up here I did about it. We should have all the lights on. We are cozy. Plus I have my new necklace on from Dark Tales. My moth, I have a moth tattooed here. If I can find a picture of it, I will link it up here so I'm not like, woohoo! Yeah, I love moth. The creatures, moth creatures. Yes. Okay. So I have already done a tiny video about the once in a blue full moon. I will link it up here if you guys haven't seen it, but I am going to briefly talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about like the old way of celebrating Halloween. Yeah, I'm gonna touch upon a tiny bit of it. So this is a very rare blue hunter's moon. The magical thing about that is that in, I think, even both videos that I did today about the lesson, and I feel it's a good idea for you guys to watch it. If I still have space, I will link them up here. But one card came up and I didn't pay attention to it until after, where I was like, wait, it's the Hunter's Moon, blue full moon. And both, actually also the blue full moon card came up. But this card reminds me of the Hunter's Moon. I know you guys probably can't see it clearly because of the very darkness, but it reminds me of this full moon. I actually don't know if there is a Hunter's card in it. No, I can't find the book for it. Oh, it's here. Yo, Hunter Moon. Yeah, abundance. Well, that fits well why I chose this, because we have it here. I am abundant and I am surrounded by opportunities. That is what this full moon is going to bring us, opportunities. Citrine would also be a good crystal to work with. I actually have a citron right here. So let's take that. So I have my things. You guys should be able to see it here. I actually like this. It looks very witchy. So first of all, I think we should talk about this magical, pagan, ancient Celtic tradition, which is Samhain. I'm so confused how you pronounce it. I will write it on the screen because it's a very special word. So I will only mention this word once. We normally celebrate this day from October the 31st and until November the 1st. I thought that I saw someone in the window. Well, the veil is very thin, so it makes sense. If you want to do witchy things and connect with your ancestors, which also makes sense with the DNA talk we spoke about that came up with the card. This is the perfect time because spirit will present itself, it will show itself, your ancestors will guide you. I actually just paid attention to something that I'm going to grab after that I totally forgot. Well, maybe I can do, or I can use this. No, I will take the other thing after. But we welcome in the harvest and we show our gratitude for the new to come. We celebrate the darkness because there's nothing to fear with the darkness. And it makes sense because without darkness there can be light. So it goes hand in hand. And that is also why I choose to use black candles and I choose to use a white thread that I'm going to put around. So I'm going to show you guys. And as I said, the barriers between the physical and the spiritual realm is very, very thin. The spiritual world kind of breaks down during that time. So the deaths or our ancestors or people who passed over or spirits can visit us. They can roam free. And that's also why we put candles in the window during Hallows Eve or obviously during this full moon. Another thing you can do is that you can also put food offerings out. You can use bread that you bake. You can use apples, pumpkins. Another thing we do with pumpkins when we carve pumpkins is that a happy pumpkin, if you carve a happy pumpkin, it's going to invite happy spirits. If you carve scary or sad pumpkin, well, so scary, it's going to keep away evil spirits. And I would say I always tend to carve like the more scary, like that kind of style of pumpkin. So I guess that, you know, I always keep away the bad spirits, which makes sense because I do work with the paranormal and the spirit world very closely. So there's always happy spirits here, so obviously it makes sense that, you know, I have to keep away the bad now that the veil is so thin. But with that, it means that you can receive more or deeper messages, and that's why I will say this full moon, take it easy, be in your PJs or comfortable clothes, do rituals, do like stuff like this, and try to do meditation, try to put on some calming music that's going to help you tune into the spirit world. Obviously, before you do that, always call in your spirit guides for help and always say, only light can be here, only light can come in, only light can be around me. That is a sentence that I always say before I do any work, and I will say it would be a good idea for you to also say that out loud before you do your channeling. You can do automatic writing, you can just do spells, you can try to, you know, you can do tarot cards, you can try to get a deeper understanding of a situation that you are in. Try to ask your ancestors, what can I do in this situation? Because again, the once in a blue full moon and the Hallows Eve is here for you to get the clear answers that you need. So obviously if you want to go party, you can do that. But I will say with this once in a blue full moon, use this energy, use this time, because this has just happened. The once in a blue full moon is something that just happens every 9th year. So very important messages are going to come to you. Yes. So use it. Cleanse it. Prepare yourself. Because again, you are walking into a new portal. You will probably dream that evening, that night, up until the 1st of November. And if you have seen your November reading, you know that there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of realizations, awakenings happening in November. Yeah. We are rolling out, can I say that? The last pieces of 2020, which in itself has been a little bit harsh on us. So let's welcome in the new. I also posted a video about the bottle magic. I don't think I can put it up here anymore, but I will put it in the description box, otherwise it is on my channel. So back in the days, obviously people had big bonfires, they sacrificed animals, which we don't have to do in this modern day age. Today, in this age, we offer tokens, we offer like coins or walnuts or other nuts or a tiny toy, whatever it is that you want, offer them to the lost spirits or offer. And one thing is that you can offer feathers. If you're someone who has feathers in your home, feathers that you found, you can offer them to the lost spirits, and the lost spirits will give you something as a thanks for helping them, pass over or finding peace. White feathers. So offer things or, really work with your gods, your goddesses. I always love to work with Freya or Demeter. I have done a video about them. I will link it down below as well, because it tells the story about the season that we are in and why winter is so important for us and why winter actually exists. But offer drinks or food. I will say that's a good thing, because again, you get things back, especially with this, sympathetic talisman ritual manifestation thing that we're going to do. You do want to offer something so that you can get it back. There needs to be a balance. You can also use runes. I love to use runes. I always do it. And I normally, when it's a full moon, I do tend to write runes outside. I will also in the description box link an article. Well, article sounds so fancy, but a blog post that I did about runes. So it's very simple rune magic, but I also have rune videos if you want to go a little bit deeper with what rune you want to use for whatever it is that you want to manifest. If it's fertility, if it's money, wealth, if it's something about study, if it's something about letting go, or if it's about love. You can also write all your intentions down for 2021. You can write gratitude lists. You can actually, one fun thing to do with this once in a blue full moon and Hallows Eve is to write down intentions or gratitude lists or whatever you want to let go of and throw them in a bonfire. If you don't have a big bonfire, you can throw them in a little ball where you have fire, or just burn the pieces of paper one by one. Again, check out my ritual playlist, because I have spoken about a lot of this before. One thing that my grandmother always told me, because my grandmother was all about spells. She is the one who gave me the haunted mirror that I have, and the pendulum is from her that I have. It's like it went down in generations, and she always said to me, keep the light inside of your heart and keep the darkness out of your mind. That is always something that I say especially on Halloween's Eve, because it is all about connecting with your ancestors and really digging deep, especially with this once in a blue full moon. Speak with the moon. That's also an amazing thing. Sit outside, no matter if it's cold, then take a blanket. Sit outside, speak with the moon, because she is going to listen. She always listens. She loves all her moon children, and we are moon children. So that's another thing you can do. Especially because that, again, this is going to be a very magnificent full moon. So I really hope that the clouds are going to remove themselves so that we can see that. I will obviously do a reading or something like that on that day and film it, do some clips for you guys. Because obviously it's not that visible right now. It has been yesterday actually. But this is all about you celebrating that the veil is lifting, that the clouds are being removed from your mind, especially with the Neptune retrograde videos on my channel. We are in a state right now where we see things very clearly. The messages are very, very, very clear. But with that, let's start out with this banishing removal of the old ritual. And these are very, very simple, so you can't do anything wrong. So I have my white thread. I hope you should be able to see it. So I just start out, I actually did this in another video, a candle ritual. I start out with just tying a knot to one candle, and then you just like figure eight, what you call that. You do this like 3 times or so. I always like to do it in 3. Then just put the last piece around. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. And what you do is that you put your intention down to promise to let go of everything that needs to be let go. With that, it doesn't help that you say that you want to let go of an ex-boyfriend or whatever is keeping you stuck, and then you go straight back to what you did before. The universe or your angels and guides will show you what it is that you need to let go of. Pay attention to what's leaving your life. So again, don't try to hold on to something that's leaving you, because you did this. You said that you want to let go of it. It's very important. So with this, I'm going to light the candles. I put my intention to let go of everything that I need to let go of. Letting go of everything that's holding me back from manifesting my dreams and desires. Manifesting love, abundance. Leaving the past. Banish every old energy that's been here because of 2020, because of people, because of situations, whatever it is. And you just let it be. So I will try, without destroying it, to put it here. And then it will, again, when the candles burn down, the thread also releases itself. So while this happens, I will try to keep an eye on it. We will do the other ritual. And you can use whatever thread you want. I don't know where the end is here now. Oh, it's here. I think, yeah. I just use this. And obviously, again, the key also unlocks doors. It unlocks new opportunities for me. Now I'm able to tap into all the things that I want. So whatever talisman you choose, it can be a coin, it can be a doll. Again, watch the sympathetic magic, because I explain a lot with that. But you simply just put this around in whatever way you feel you need to put it around. Don't think too much about how it should look. Just do it. So I make like a cross at the top of the key. I'm going to show you guys a close-up. And it doesn't need to cover the whole entire key. Again, it's all about the intention. So I'm wrapping my talisman in the color and the energy of abundance. And it's, you know, it's a fun thing, and it's a thing you can do with your friends if you celebrate Halloween with other people. Again, if you're just yourself, obviously, you can do this just with yourself. Okay. So I'm just going to hide the threads underneath the other lines that I created. So this is how it looks. So it is kind of like creating a talisman just with a key or a voodoo doll. There's something very symbolic around it. So what you do with your talisman that you wrapped, sleep with it underneath your pillow from, you know, the 31st to the 1st of November, because whatever you dream about, whatever vision or message you receive is something that you need for you to unlock the potential of the opportunity, whatever it is that you want to manifest. So it's like an answer for you, or something you need to do, or whatever. If you don't dream about something, don't panic. It just means that, you know, there's nothing for you to do other than just wait for this to come in, because it will come in. And then the next day, you simply just unwrap it, and then you just keep your talisman. And the thread, you can either bury it, you can keep it, you can do whatever you want with it, because it has done its duty. It's all about the talisman, that is the thing that you keep. The thread, the green thread, is all about abundance for me, because again, I do need money to buy my castle, right? Yeah. Before I end, shall we take a message from the Once in a Blue Full Moon? Or a message from your ancestors? Let's see, what is the message? Surrender. How perfect. Surrender to this energy. Maybe you guys can see it better here. Surrender. This is also ancestor card. Oh, and yeah, like she's talking with the universe. She could easily be talking with an ancestor, asking for help. Let's just take the book, because there might be something special in the book, if I can find it. Maybe 26 is a sign for you. I let go, I surrender my struggle, I allow the universe to work through me. If that is not perfect, I don't know what is. I would take also a card from this deck. This is from the Spirit of Halloween. What is the message for us? Invisible. Invisibility. Wow, I never received this card before. Authenticity. Cannot pronounce that. Let's take the card for that. Heart beating, we sense but do not see. They touch, we chill, they come unseen. Could that, I mean, we did ask, you know, the spirits of Halloween for a message, so the concept of invisibility is double-edged sword. Whilst it is a powerful tool to be able to gain information or to assist whilst not one sees, individuals using it are in priority to information that may not be meant for them, and it may be taken out of concept. We are all born to shine our light out into the world and to take our roles. You're being asked to take your role. Hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing others' ideas, or work on being someone else rather than authentic self are all aspects to consider should this card appear in your reading. So I do feel with this, what comes to me is that, are you living a role? Are you living your own role? Are you living someone else's role? Because this could easily be that you're losing yourself. You're becoming more and more invisible because that you are not being your authentic self. You're disappearing. Surrender to this letting go energy and just becoming you, which I feel is very symbolic for other things that we have spoken about. What is that? There's something that's like a light that got shined upon something outside. Well, it could be the moon energy, or the moonlight, right? Strange. Okay. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So I'm just going to wait for this to burn down, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are doing that for yourself. Again, tag me in any pictures if you do so, because I love to see what you guys are up to when it comes to the rituals and spells. But thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of this. I hope you guys are going to have a magical Hallows Eve. I hope you guys are going to have a magical full moon, once in a blue full moon. Remember to enjoy it. Let me know in a comment how you're going to celebrate this, what ritual you want to do, if you are doing something else. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.